From the given function of y, let's find the dy dx. The derivative of 3 times sine squared x is 2 times 3 times sine to the powers of 1x times derivative of sine x is cos x. Remember, chain rule. Plus derivative of cos x is negative sine x minus sine x. Okay, and then put into this equation y plus cot x times dy dx. The y itself is 3 sine square x plus cos x plus cot x, where cot is cos x over sine x, and then times dy dx. I put in brackets 6 times sine x times cos x minus sine x. Expand and simplify. These two terms stay the same. And this one we expand and simplify. Is equal to cancel cos x, and then the sine square x is 1 minus cos square x plus 6 cos square x. Expand, simplify again. 3 minus 3 cos square x plus 6 cos square x is equal to 3 plus 3 cos square x. Factorize the 3. 1 plus cos square x. And you see that this form is now following the question, where k is equal to 3. Using the k is 3, the equation now become 3, 1 plus cos square x is equal to 4 for the domain from negative pi until pi. So let's see this domain. This domain, if I describe into the diagram, the angle starts from this negative pi, and then it goes in this direction until positive pi. So if the angles lie on quadrant 3 and quadrant 4, those angles are in negative direction. But when the angles lie on quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, they are positive. Let's go back to the equation. I expand 3 times 1 plus 3 times cos square x is equal to 4. And then I want to make cos squared x the subject. Subtract by 3 both sides. 4 minus 3 is 1. And then divide both sides by 3. Then cos squared x is equal to 1 over 3. Then cos x is equal to plus minus square root of 1 over 3. So because of plus minus, the possible quadrants are quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Find the reference angle. The reference angle x is equal to cos inverse root of 1 over 3 is equal to, don't forget in radians mode, 0.955 radians. So that means the angle in quadrant 1, the x is equal the reference angle itself. In quadrant 2, the x is pi minus 0.955, which is equal to 2.19. In quadrant 3, the angle x is pi plus 0.955. But do you remember from the domain where the angle lies on quadrant 3? that should be in a negative direction. So in quadrant 3, I subtract again by 2 pi is equal to negative 2.19 radians. And in quadrant 4, the x is 2 pi minus 0.955. But then again, based on the domain, the quadrant 4 angles also in a negative direction. I subtract by 2 pi, and the answer is negative 0.955. Finally, there are 4 solutions for the x. Differentiate this function. dy dx is equal to derivative of tan is sec squared x minus root of x times chain rule. Derivative of x is 1, and derivative of x to the powers of 1 over 2 is 1 over 2, x to the powers of negative 1 over 2. Let's simplify. Sec square x minus root of x times 1 minus 1 over 2 root of x. The 2 is in the denominator, and then the x, I bring it down into the denominator. Simplify again, is equal to sec square x minus root of x times, I make denominators equal, 2 square root of x minus 1 over 2 square root of x. Because secant is 1 over cos, I change this into 1 over cos squared x minus root of x times 2 square root of x minus 1 over 2 square root of x. And simplify more, numerator times numerator is 2 root of x minus 1, while denominator times denominator is 2 square root of x times cos squared x minus root of x. Before we find this integral, I ask you first, remember the concept of integral is the reverse process of derivative. So if I want you to find the integral of this function, do you know that the result is exactly the same with the original function given from part 1? Okay, now by using that concept to find the integral of part 2 is equal to the integral of the function from part 1 I just copy from part 1 and I multiply it by 2. Why? Because the function that we want to integrate from part 2, there is no coefficient 2 in the denominator. So that's why we must multiply by 2 to cancel the denominator. So finally, it's equal to 2 times tan x minus root x plus c.